Ito ang balitang dapat malaman ng taong bayan na tila pilit tinatago at pilit ayaw umanong ipalabas ng mga bayarang media sa publiko. Tila sobrang napahiya nga ang senador na si Risa Hontiveros matapos na sila'y magkainitan ni Senator Pia Cayetano patungkol sa amendment sa Magna Carta o Barangay Health Workers. Sa nasabing diskusyon, kinuwestiyon ni Cayetano si Hontiveros na siyang sponsor ng bill kung papaanong masisigurado ng nasabing pag-amyenda ang negosyo ng mga private hospitals, lalo na kung tatanggalin ang promissory note system. Pinuna ni Senator Pia Cayetano si Hontiveros dahil ang mga sagot umano nito ay hindi umano nakalagay sa mga panukala ng kaniyang ipinasa. Kaya naman tila ginisa nga ng gusto ni Senator Pia Cayetano ang umano'y nagmamagaling na senador na si Risa Hontiveros. At para sa buong detalye pa ng balita, narito't panoorin pa natin ang full video.
The latest concern of the gentle lady was
So Her Honor made a statement that there are other ways the bill intends to support the indigent patient. And Her Honor mentioned letter A, B, C, D, E. Sabi nyo, 5 po yun. Ang sinasabi ko po sa inyo, kindly educate me because yung sinabi nyo, wala yan sa bill. Ang naka-enumerate dyan na 5 items are, it says the promissory note will be secured by any of the following. So may promissory note pa rin. So Her Honor is simply addressing dalawang sitwasyon natin. Sino ang kailangan magbigay ng promissory note at based dun sa dito sa amendment nyo, the indigents will no longer be required to execute a promissory note. Tapos dinagdag nyo, pero ito yung mga pwede nilang gawin. Wala nga ho yun. Yung sinabi nyo, wala sa bill nyo. Ang nasa bill ay yung mga 5 items that are used to secure a promissory note. So that covers the people who need to pay a promissory note. So Her Honor has to clarify this because it's not, what she's saying is not in the bill.
actually, Mr. President, it is in the bill. In fact, in answering this question, nag-take off po ako dun sa page 3, line 17, section 2, na kinwote ng gentle lady from Taguigan Pateros. And kaya tinalakay ko po yun na in lieu of the current promissory note system, it's still called the promissory note here, pero hindi na po yung solong mga collateral o ano pa mang meager resources na meron yung indigent patient or family ang magsisecure niyan. Ang magbaback up na po nun ay yung mga social protection agencies at saka government financial institutions natin tulad ng SSS, GSIS, PCSO, DSWD, DOH. So in effect, the promissory note, if I may just complete this last sentence, the promissory note will no longer be issued by their lonesome nga po ng indigent patient and family. Then bahala na sila sa buhay nila kung paano i-honor. In a way, it will be for the benefit of the hospital na mayroong hindi yung mahirap na iyon, pero may government institutions na nagsisiguro sa kanila na you will be paid, Mr. President.
Should we suspend? Because what Her Honor is saying is not written in the bill. So I don't know if
We
Her
may
Honor
suspend,
would
Mr. President,
like
but-
me to approach and try to explain, because I understand what Her Honor is trying to say. What I'm saying is it's not written in the bill.
Mr.
You
President,
can
we
ask
may
your
suspend.
staff because it's not written in the bill.
We may suspend, Mr. President, but it is actually written in the bill, and I was
Kindly read
quoting
it.
the gentle lady
Kindly read it
when I
into the
responded to her
record.
question.
Then read it into the record because yung binanggit niyong 5 items, nandyan nakasulat yan. But line 27, section 2, line 27 says, the promissory note shall be secured by any or a combination of the following. Yun nga kung binanggit nyo, nandyan yan. But it says a promissory note will be secured. My question was, paano mabubuhay ang mga ospital kung wala ng promissory note? Hindi nyo pwedeng ibato ito kasi ito sabi, the promissory note will be secured by the following. Perhaps Her Honor would like to make an amendment that says that in lieu of the promissory note, kasi yun ho ang sinasabi ninyo. Ang sinasabi ko, hindi nga ho nakasulat. So would you like to propose? Because we are happy to study and support. But hindi nga ho nakasulat yun. Yun lang naman ang puntos ko. Hindi pwede kasi yung intention natin hindi klaro sa batas.
Well, that's why I'm glad, Mr. President, that we are in the period of amendments because this representation is very open to propose amendments, including subject to style, to not just improve the content of the bill, pero klaruhin ang crystal clear kung ano po yung intent niya. So no problem with that, Mr. President.
Yes, and that is what I'm doing by using the period of amendment to make the interpellations. I am making it known to the sponsor that what she is saying is not in the bill. So I believe if yun po ang intention ng sponsor, then kayo po ang isulat niyo po yun kasi kayo ang nagsabing yun yung gusto niyong gawin eh. Di kayo po ang magsulat nun and we will be happy to review it kasi hindi ko po amendment yun. Ako yung nagtatanong kung ano ang gagawin ng ospital kung wala siyang promissory note. So sabi niyo ito. So tinatanong ko saan nakasulat yun.
No
Okay.
problem, Mr. President. We can improve this in this very period of amendments.
Thank you. Tapos balikan ho natin yung expenses, no? I can suspend and Her Honor can look at her numbers because I will also be presenting numbers. Her Honor also mentioned 50K to 1 million per patient. So does Her Honor intend to, kasi yun yung unang binanggit nyo. So does Her Honor intend to come up with a number based on those, that range of expense? That Her Honor mentioned. Kasi kailangan nga natin ng number because we have to find out where will we get this amount to support naman these private hospitals. Otherwise, this is a disaster because ang mangyayari, pipila lang sila sa Malacanang, magmamakaawa sila na wag ipasa to. Sayang naman yung effort natin dahil we all have the same intention. Pagandahin yung health system natin. Wag ma-detain ang mga tao, masuportahan ng mga indigents, but we have to know our numbers before we make this kind of amendments. And one more on that section, so maybe we can take a break so we can work on this section.
Before we go on to the one more point of the gentle lady, Mr. President, definitely this is not going to turn out to be a disaster. The whole point of the bill, as the gentle lady herself has said, is to amend and update the original law. And that is why we are in the period of amendment to further improve it, Mr.
The
President.
only reason I use the word disaster, Mr. President, because time and again, the small private hospitals have practically kneeled down in front of us, begging us for support. So pag pinasa natin to, hindi dahil sa hindi natin kinonsider yung burden sa kanila, then disaster yun para sa kanila. At kung disaster yun para sa kanila, disaster yun sa healthcare system natin because we are partners. Yun lang naman ang sa akin. We are partners, public and private. May mga lugar, and again, the Senate President is listening intently. Thank you because alam nyo din to. There are areas where there are no public hospitals. So, private hospital yung inaasahan mo doon. Tapos, kung yung mga indigent patients, sabi natin, magpapasa tayo, wala nang promissory note. At again, forgive me kung hindi ko lang naiintindihan. Kaya nga sabi ko, please feel free to point it out and educate me kung saan dyan nakalagay. Ano ba yung in lieu of the promissory note na matatanggap ng ospital? Kasi, kung wala, mababaon sila sa utang, magsasara sila. And that threat has happened many times. Alam ni Senate President yan. Ilang beses yan hindi lang nag-threaten. Some of them really closed. During the pandemic, they closed because PhilHealth was not fast enough to reimburse them for the expenses that they incurred during the time. Marami hong nagsara. So I'm just banking on experience to ensure that what we pass is a responsible response to this issue. So before I leave section 2, ang idadagdag ko is, did Her Honor take up during the hearings this possible amendment na lahat ng indigent patients wala ng promissory note? Na-take up po ba yan sa hearing so that you would be able to hear the concerns of the different sectors, including the small private hospitals, the small clinic owners, yung mga lying-in clinic. Maliit lang ang singil niya na pag nanganak ha, I'll try to pull out that number. It's not a huge amount because it's just a lying-in clinic, overnight, pag nanganak. So pag indigent, the amendment now is lahat ng indigent patients wala nang babayaran. Wala nang promissory note. Sorry, to be clear, wala nang promissory note. So, was this taken up during the hearing so that marinig natin yung side nila?
No, Mr. President, it wasn't taken up to have no promissory notes. The change, Mr. President, was that, as I mentioned earlier, hindi na po mag-i-issue ng promissory note ang mahirap kahit sapilitang magkakabit siya ng kakarampot na nga na pagmamayari niya bilang di umanong collateral. Ang magbaback up na po ng promissory note, which is now more a document for the benefit of the hospital ay ito nga pong mga social protection at saka government financial institutions na binanggit ko po kanina.
So, ang ibig niyo,
Mr.
so two
President.
things I want to establish. Number one, hindi nyo nga na-take up yan. Pero ang impact nito napakalaki sa private hospitals. Wala silang chance na marinig ang side nila kasi hindi yan na-take up during the hearing. Ang sa akin naman po, I understand, no? May liberty naman po tayo mga parliamentarians na ma-take up sa floor ang mga iba-ibang amendment. Naintindihan ko naman po yun. Pero pag napakabigat nung impact, it's either na-take up yan sa hearing or bibigyan natin sila ng time na mabigay din nila yung posisyon nila dito kasi sobrang laki talaga ng impact sa kanila. Please give me the number of private hospitals. 864. There are 864 private hospitals spread out all over the country. And like I said, there are certain areas where there are no public hospitals. So ang tatakbuhan lang ng tao, private hospitals. So kung hindi sila narinig sa hearing, sana man lang marinig din natin yung posisyon nila on this issue. And before, as I said, I leave Section 2. Your Honor
if
keeps
the gentlelady would allow,
Of
before
course.
we move to another
No, I'm not leaving yet.
point.
I have another point on Section 2.
If I may just respond to this latest point. I did not say po na hindi inimbita ang mga private hospitals. We did invite them to the hearing, and as far as we can remember, they had no opposition to changing the promissory note system, and in large part changing it by backing it up, hindi sa collateral ng mga mahihirap na, kundi yung guarantee at financial capacity ng mga government financial institutions at saka social protection agencies. Ang sinabi ko pong hindi ay hindi natalakay ang isang no promissory note system. But did we invite the private hospitals? We did po, Mr. President.
Yes, thank you for clarifying that. Maganda namang clarification yon kasi magandang napapakita naman natin na naimbita naman. Pero yung topic na yan hindi na pag-usapan. And if Her Honor, again, may clarify, ano ho ba yung version ng bill na natalakay doon? Yung no promissory note sa indigent patient, sabi ng ating sponsor, hindi natalakay. How about yung no promissory note to senior indigent patients? Natalakay yata yon. Tama ho ba ako?
Yes, Mr. President, tinalakay po para
Okay.
sa senior citizens.
So ang pagkakaintindi po natin, and again, correct me if my understanding is wrong, ang na-bring up at ang alam ng mga nag-attend ng hearing is that i-consider yung no promissory note sa senior indigent patient. Kaya lang, pagdating na sa committee report, naging indigent patients lahat na. Kaya nga pati yung example ko na maternity lying in clinic, kasama na rin po dyan. Ang laki rin ho ng tama nila. When I said 800 plus hospitals, yung sinabi kong 864 na establishments, mga hospital po yun. Hindi pa kasama dyan yung lying in. Baka mas marami pa. So that's why I'm just asking, do we know? And I'm not a stickler for kailangan na take up yan sa hearing. Pero ang sa akin, I am a stickler for narinig ba natin yung concerns nila at yung side nila. If merong mag-advocate for them here, that's okay. If the sponsor has information that can assure us that protected din naman yung interest nila, that hindi naman sila mababankrupt, open naman din po tayo doon. That's the only reason I bring it up, Mr. President. Now,
Yes, Mr. President, I do appreciate that. And kaya nga po, the bill, gusto niyang i-bring in yung financial power at stability ng mga government financial institutions natin, including nga po the pension institutions and the social protection departments. Additionally, Mr. President, looking at page 4, lines 14 to 17, yun po yung letter E dito po sa section 2 natin, assumed po doon yung coverage for the indigent and the financially incapacitated. Kasi nga po nakalagay dito, in lieu of a promissory note, a guarantee or a reference letter from DOH or DSWD ang mag-assume. So, as the gentlelady and I were starting to discuss earlier, we can, in this period of amendments, clarify the wordings to assume that promissory equals guarantee. So, a promissory note is a guarantee note of these agencies and institutions of government. So, sa ngayon, no promissory note for senior citizens, but this representation is anticipating, or it has an amendment from the Senate President na ang mako-cover all indigent patients. And I'm very willing to, I support that. So, the amendment po, yung covering all indigent I would accept. And that is also why, Mr. President, we are accepting, again, to reiterate, we are accepting the proposed amendment of the gentle lady for DOH to put eligibility criteria in recognition of her concern. And in fact, I already accepted that, Mr. President, last month, for the record.
And for the record, I have no issue covering indigent patients. I am just asking for the financial data so that we are assured that when we go into the budget debates, we will have the full support of all our colleagues to support this amount because mababankrupt nga ang mga private hospitals. And again, I am very willing to hear the numbers to ensure that hindi sila mababankrupt kasi yun lang naman yung objective natin, Mr. President, to ensure that we have a healthy health ecosystem na buhay ang ating private health institutions at nandyan yung mga support na kailangan nila. Kasi bago nga itong factor na dinadagdag natin. It's new. It's new. It does not exist now. Indigent patients are required to provide a promissory note, which means they have the legal obligation, to be clear sa mga nakikinig, they have the legal obligation to cover that amount. That is the meaning of a promissory note. You have
Yes,
a
Mr.
legal backing
President.
to cover that amount. So, I understand what Her Honor is saying, that she has these government agencies that will provide, and Her Honor even mentioned letter E on the next page. Wala hong problema yon, pero I will just end this point, Mr. President, and ask Her Honor to read line 27, which is on page 3. Line 27 lang po, hanggang 30, kasi marami namang nakaburad doon eh. Let's put it on record.
The gentle lady would like me to read it. So, page 3, lines 27 to 30, the promissory note shall be secured by any or a combination of the following.
And is Her Honor, is my understanding correct that yung the following na yan nga po yung 5 na binanggit nyo? Tama ho ba ako?
Tama po, Mr. President.
So, anong binasa nyo? The promissory note shall be secured. So, we are talking about a situation where there is a promissory note involved. And what I have been trying to say, Your Honor, is for the indigent patient, it is your amendment that says that line 17, would Her Honor like to read? I can read it, she can read it, but that is your amendment, Your Honor. Line
Yes,
17.
Mr. President, provided that no promissory note shall be required of indigent patients who have been endorsed by the Medical Social Sciences Services Office of the hospital, medical clinic, or any similar facility to the Department of Social Welfare and Development. And just to reiterate, Mr. President, earlier, sinabi ko na rin po na we can clarify wordings to assume promissory equals guarantee. So it could be a guarantee note. Tsaka wala rin naman pong changes sa
Yes.
Mr. President, assuming no sa budget allocation dahil nasa loob naman ng DOH at DSWD budgets yung MAIFIP at AIX respectively nila. Yun po yung intent din sa bill na to.
Mr. President, Your Honor just read line 17, no promissory note shall be required of indigent patients. So paano sila mag-a-avail nung nasa line 27 nga na pinasa nyo? Eh yun nga yung provision that requires a promissory note. It simply elaborates what can be, what security is allowed. Yun lang ang pinapoint out natin. Kasi Her Honor keeps on pointing to the alternatives to a promissory note. Wala nga hong nakasulat sa batas nyo na ganon because Section 27, which you just read, Her Honor just read into the record, refers to the security of a promissory note.
That's
So
why,
you
Mr.
might require
President,
another provision, Your Honor. I am just trying to put into words your intentions kasi kayo ho ang may intention na ito eh.
although Mr. President, as I already mentioned earlier, yung in terms of yung wording, yung language ng bill, pwede na nga pong palitan yung promissory note with guarantee note just to indicate nga na hindi na po ito yung kasalukuyan, hindi nga dating kasalukuyang sistema na sa pilitang pinapapirma yung mahirap na pasyente o pamilya niya ng promissory note. Kahit halos wala siyang maidikit na collateral dyan. So if it makes it clearer, change promissory note to guarantee note. And of course, kung saan sa bill nag-a-appear yung salitang promissory, papalitan din ng salitang guarantee note. Ang importanteng pagbabago, Mr. President, ay pinapasok na po natin yung financial backing nitong mga pension systems at nitong mga government agencies, nitong mga government financial institutions, na ito yung magsaspare dun sa mahirap na pasyente at pamilya niya na sapilitang magpirma ng promissory note. Ito rin yung assurance sa ospital, pati yung mga private hospitals na definitely mababayaran sila. Kung tama po yung estimation po namin na 7 to 10 billion pesos ang financial implication, particularly sa mga private hospitals. Certainly, pag sinuma natin yung financial might nitong nakalista sa 5 letters dito, kakayanin po nilang garantiyahan yan. And yan ang assurance na mababayaran ang mga ospital sa mga serbisyong ibinibigay nila sa mga indigents, Mr. President.
With the kind permission of Senator Pia, the way I understand it, dalawa po yung categories, may indigent and non-indigent. Ang indigent, hindi na po pwede mag-issue ng promissory note. Dito papasok si DSWD para to assure the payment to the hospitals. For non-indigent, pwede pa rin mag-issue ng promissory note backed by the 5 different guarantees. So, in
Maaari
other
po,
words,
Mr. President.
I think that's the way
That
it's
is correct.
structured.
But that is correct.
Yeah. So I think ang suggestion ko is to make it very clear that for indigent, it's the government that will assure the payment to the hospital so that yung
Yes.
operations nila, I see the point of Senator Pia, hindi ma-hamper yung operations nila. I think that should be stated clear in the bill. Para kung ako man si hospital, walang promissory note, si government na will step in and pay for my arrears.
Yes, Mr. President, and will do to make it clearer. Pero salamat din sa pagbanggit kahit yung mga non-indigent, halimbawa yung mga middle class. Minsan, kahit middle class po ay maaring kapusin. So, this could be like a range of financial buffer para sa mga pasyente. Yung mga indigent talaga, at least masasandigan nila itong mga institusyon, and yung non-indigent, if necessary at kung magkakwalipika sa mga criteria, maaring mag-avail of din kahit partially. Pero syempre, alam naman po natin ang pinakamadalas na de-detain dahil may bill or may balanse pa sa bill ay yung mga mahihirap. So sila po yung aasahan sana natin dito sa 5 nakalista.
Yeah, well, I suggest
President.
for the indigent good sponsor, malista natin yung DSWD, DOH, PhilHealth, even PCSO, yung mga government institutions who provide assistance so that kung ako yung hospital, alam ko assured din ako na mababayaran din ako. Yun ang I think Senator Pia is correct in saying pag maliit ka, wala ka nang you rely on your cash flow eh. Pag mawawala yung cash flow na yun, mahirapan sila to continue with their operation. And we'll provide some suggestions to that effect.
Salamat, Mr. President. So ngayon pa lang, I could see 2 possible conditions na isasama natin or criteria. Kapag indigent patients, no promissory note. And for other patients, maaring may promissory note pero backed up pa rin by the 5 securities bilang guarantee sa ospital. And I thank the good Senate President for those that additional guidance. Mr. President, we could suspend for the moment so that we can fix the provision with the staffs, both of the good gentlewoman and the Senate President.
Yeah. So with that,
Yes.
yeah.
But what I thank you for that. Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Senate President, because that's exactly what I was trying to say.
All right.
I was just pointing that out, that it is not clear where that money will come from. And what we have not established is what is that amount. Because I am prepared later on when we resume to show that the amount I have is much more than, I think Her Honor said 7 to 10 billion, if I'm not
5
mistaken.
to 7 billion pesos.
5 to 7. The
Mr.
numbers I
President.
have are much bigger. I just want to study it a little bit more because it's not my goal to prolong this. I also want to
Tama,
pass
7
this.
to 10,
Pero
sorry.
I want to be responsible about this. Otherwise, I will have to make a reservation in the passage of this measure because when the budget time comes, or even before that comes, mark my word, pipila ang ating mga private hospitals to object to the passing of this. And we don't want that. No, we want them to know that it's a Senate that listens to the people and passes responsible bills. Thank you, Mr. President, for your clarification.
Just correct my last note, Mr. President. 7 nga po, 7 to 10 billion pesos.
My numbers are
Thank you,
much higher, Mr. President.
Session suspended.
Kaya naman anong masasabi mo sa balitang ito? Kung mayroon kang hinaing at komento ay mag-comment ka lamang sa ibaba ng bidyong ito. Maraming salamat.